Wagwan people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, a special welcome to you as well. I do hope you stick around and subscribe. In today's video, I'll be doing the tag started by Queen Khan. So if you want to see what fragrances I chose, please continue to watch.
All I know is you smell good. All I know is you smell good. Yeah.
Top fragrances that every woman needs in their collection. So with the tag, there's 6 categories, and what I'm supposed to do is take 6 fragrances from my collection and match each fragrance that's best suited to each category. Does that make sense? This is my take on the tag. I'm in no way, shape or form telling you to drop everything and go out and buy these fragrances because you need them in your collection. No, this is just my take on the tag. This tag was started by Queen Khan. I will leave her channel link and her video link down in my description box below. When you're done watching my video, you can go on over to her channel and you can see her video as well. Fun fact, I've been a subscriber to Queen Khan before I started YouTube, and I've known Queen Khan before she started YouTube. Yeah, we go way back. The first category is classy. When I think about a classy woman, I'm thinking about someone that's well polished, yeah? Very elegant, very sophisticated, extremely stylish, you know, not a hair out of place, yes. And the fragrance that I chose for this category is Rose Silence by Miller Harris. This is just a 9ml vial because every time I go on the website to buy the full bottle, they never have it in stock. Rose Silence opens with a splash of tangy blackcurrant, but the rose takes over. This is not your old lady smelling kind of rose, no. This is not your synthetic kind of rose, no. This is the most realistic rose that you'll ever smell. It's not a sweet or jammy rose, it's like a plush, dewy kind of rose, if that makes sense. The rose in this went to private school, okay? The rose in this has 4 maids back home. The rose in this takes ski holidays to the French Alps, okay? This is a classy and a bougie rose. There isn't really much of a dry down to this fragrance, but it does get intensified as it warms up on your skin. For the base, the patchouli is fresh and it's not in your face type of patchouli, and it adds depth to this fragrance as the musk comes in with this clean and soft vibe. I don't know how much of you on here have seen Bridgerton, but you know the start where Daphne goes to meet the Queen? You know when the Queen says to her,
"Flawless, my dear."
Listen, Daphne's scent of the day was Rose Silence by Miller Harris. You see, when I talk about classy, yeah, I'm thinking about Audrey Hepburn. You know, back then, Audrey Hepburn, but like now, I'm thinking about Daphne. Do you know what I mean? Rose Silence has an impressive staying power. I get like 8+ hours on my skin. Projection is moderate, but the sillage, you see that scent bubble that it leaves? Oh my God. People are going to be telling you how beautiful you smell. Rose Silence is a fragrance that can be worn all year round, but to me, I think it thrives better in like spring, summer seasons. This is even signature scent worthy, yes. So for the classy category, I chose Rose Silence by Miller Harris. The next category is casual. So this is like an everyday fragrance. You know, one of those grab and go fragrances when you don't know what fragrance you want to wear. For this, I chose Can Can by Paris Hilton. Wow, this should have been in my Show Me Your Dents video because, hello, what is this? This is a fruity floral fragrance that was launched in 2007. When most people had started out with Fantasy by Britney Spears, my first celebrity scent was Can Can by Paris Hilton. Back in the day, I had 2 signature scents. It was Pink Suede by Avon and it was Can Can by Paris Hilton. Can Can opens sweet, citrusy and juicy. When I say juicy, you know when you're biting into a certain fruit or you're even squeezing it and you have the juices flying everywhere. You know that juicy burst? That's what I get in the opening of this. It's not even just in the opening only. It stays throughout this entire fragrance. The middle then gets sweeter with the orange blossom, and even though not listed, I get a strong scent of creamy vanilla. Listen, there's even a cotton candy accord in here as well, guys. When I say this is good, And the dry down is just warm and cozy with the amber and the musk. I remember just wearing this when I was what, maybe 16, 17, and like, who could talk to me when I had this on? No one. When I sprayed this on, I was all that and a bag of chips. I still wear it now because it's just memories in a bottle. This just reminds me of when I used to go to parties. Do you know what I mean? When parties that I wasn't allowed to go to, but I was still going to them. Do you know what I mean? But I was going there smelling good. This is just a sweet, playful, just imagine a freshly baked vanilla sponged cake with cotton candy and orange drizzle. Does that make sense? I don't know if it does, but that's what I'm getting from this. Oh my God, so many memories. So for my casual scent, I chose Can Can by Paris Hilton. The next category is brunch. It's time to dress up. It's time to go out with your girls. It's time to go out, let your hair down and have fun, yeah? You want to look and smell pretty. So for this category, I chose My Way by Giorgio Armani. This was launched last year and it's just a pretty fragrance. Like, it opens with orange blossom and bergamot. Like, when you come down to the middle, you get this bubblegum like tuberose and a very prominent but pleasant jasmine. As for the dry down, you get this nice rich vanilla along with soft powdery musk with undertones of woodiness. Listen, this is just a super pretty, elegant fragrance that is suitable for the occasion. So for the category of brunch, I chose My Way by Giorgio Armani. The next category is intimate, you know, like a snuggle up fragrance, like a Netflix and chill type of vibe fragrance. When you're cuddling bae, there's no need for you to be choking him out, right? No. So for the intimate category, I chose Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. This is a creamy and cozy lavender dominated fragrance. We all know that lavender is commonly used in aromatherapy and it's also believed to promote wellness and calmness. And hello, that's what you need in an intimate fragrance, right? Right. There's fresh bergamot and lavender in the top. You do get some powderiness from the iris along with that creamy vanilla, but the dry down is just super feminine, soft and warm. This is a sweet fragrance with like a fresh spiciness to it. If you're not a lover of lavender, I'm gonna tell you to stay away from this fragrance. To me, Mon Guerlain just smells like you're getting a cuddle from a loving mother. You know, when you go over to your mate's yard and she's always the one asking you if you're hungry, or you know, she's always asking you about how's your parents, how things at home. I know earlier when I mentioned the Netflix and chill, and now I'm saying it's like getting a cuddle from a loving mother. No one wants to think about their mother when they're snuggling up with bae, do you know what I mean? But I'm just saying that Mon Guerlain by Guerlain just smells like you're getting a nice cuddle from a loving mother, or you're getting a nice cuddle from bae. Do you know what I mean? This just screams intimacy to me. So for the intimate category, I chose Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. The next category is sexy. Listen, every woman needs a sexy fragrance in her collection, or two, even three, but you need a sexy one. When I say sexy, I'm talking about those fragrances that make men go weak at the knees. I'm talking about a sexy fragrance that makes him gush all over you. Do you know them ones? Yeah. I could have easily taken out my La Nuit Tresol by Lancôme because yeah, to me that's a man eater, yeah? But I was like, you know what? Let's talk about a fragrance that I've not spoken about on my channel ever. For my sexy category, I'm talking about Scandal by Night by Jean Paul Gaultier. Listen, you see these legs? She's about that life. Scandal by Night was launched in 2018 and this is known as a ambery floral fragrance for women. This is just the deeper, darker, denser version of the original Scandal. The prominent notes in here for me, we're talking about the honey, the cherry, the vanilla, the tonka bean, the patchouli. What? This opens with thick and sticky honey along with citrus notes. There's hints of bitterness, but nothing too out of the ordinary. Not too long after, you get this bright cherry shining through with like the creaminess from the tuberose along with added sweetness from the orange blossom. The vanilla and the tonka beans just makes this fragrance more denser, and then the patchouli comes in to balance out everything as to not make it overly sweet or even sickly sweet. This is a sexy fragrance. The name Scandal by Night fits it perfectly. The legs in the air, the cherry, the honey, the vanilla, the tonka bean, the patchouli. Listen, they all come together and makes this fragrance absolutely alluring and intoxicating. Oh my God. Wear this fragrance if you want to stand out. This fragrance is for a woman that knows that she's that. You know, a woman that walks into a room and commands attention? Yes. A woman that's a bit flirty but dominant in the bedroom? You know the vibes? Yes. Sillage, projection, beast mode. Longevity, 10+ hours. This is a fragrance that will make men go weak at the knees. So for my sexy fragrance, I chose Scandal by Night by Jean Paul Gaultier. And the last category is unique. So a fragrance I find unique in my collection is Chloe Nomad. I'm not gonna lie, it was a toss up between Chloe Nomad and Halfeti by Penhaligon's, but you guys know how I already feel about that, because the reason why Chloe won is because I have an in-depth review already on Halfeti, but I have none of Chloe Nomad. So I guess, yeah, that's why Chloe won. And to me, this is super unique. Chloe Nomad was launched in 2018 and it's known as a chypre floral fragrance for women. I won't lie to you guys, this was not a love at first sniff for me. No, it wasn't. For me, Chloe Nomad, it opens quite sharp, citrus and fresh, but then you get the sweetness coming in from the Mirabelle and the peach. For the middle, you get some white florals with hints of rose, and for me, the prominent floral in the middle is freesia. The patchouli and the oat moss in the base should not be toyed with, like they both came out strong. The patchouli in here is green, earthy, and slightly dirty. This is a grown woman scent, okay? Longevity on my skin, 10+ hours. Sillage and projection is slightly above moderate. Listen, this is just a super unique fragrance that is completely different from the powdery fragrances that Chloe is known for. So for my unique category, I chose Chloe Nomad. Well, there you have it, my loves. Those are some of the fragrances I think every woman needs in her collection. You have the option to think differently, and that's fine. I still love you the same. I think this is the bit where I'm supposed to tag people. I'm going to tag two of my British gals. I'm going to tag Joyce from Joyce's Perfume Life. And I'm going to tag Lauren from Lauren Redolence. So, girls, listen, no pressure. No pressure. But I'd like to see your take on this tag, yeah? Yeah. Well, there you have it, my love. That's me all done. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. But before you go, don't forget to give me a thumbs up by clicking that like button. Comment down below and let me know what you thought about my choices. Share this video with a mate. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. And I guess I'll see you in my next video. Bye.